time. Shohei Ohtani on the hill. You see his record, his numbers at home. His 80 Ks on the year, second in the American League. It's a great matchup, Gooby, because the Marlins, they had 16 hits last night. They have 11 plus hits in 6 straight games, a franchise record. And this guy's got the lowest opponent batting average on the season.
Yeah, Patrick, what he does, he's so good. He watched every at-bat last night. You know that's what he's doing. He figured out a way to get these hitters out. They've been swinging the bat very, very well, the Marlins have. My go-tos for Shohei to have a really good outing here tonight against this Marlin lineup is breaking ball success. He's got 43 strikeouts with his breaking balls this season. And then power that fastball north and then south with the 2-seamer, 4-seamer upstairs. That combination makes those other secondary pitches that much better.
Yeah, this Marlins team back to 500, 26 up, 26 down. Skip Schumacher's going to roll with Jonathan Davis at the top of the order. Then it's Jorge Soler. Got 11 bombs in the month of May, 16 on the season. Luis Arraez leads the league in hitting. Brian De La Cruz is on an absolute heater. Yuli Gurriel, Joey Wendell, John Birdie, Jacob Stallings, and Xavier Edwards against the start in center field.
And here's tonight's defense for the Angels, brought to you by Easton and Easton. Mickey Moniak back out in left field. 1 outfield assist so far this season. Mike Trout out in center. Renfroe in right. Urshela, Neto, Drury, and Walsh at first base. Chad Wallach behind the plate. And Shohei Ohtani on the mound, a great defender himself. But Moniak's been so good. He almost made one of the most incredible plays I've seen ever in left field, but also robbed the home run in center field too. So great defender out in left.
He's had a couple of days off with lefties on the hill. We are underway. First pitch to Davis. Just misses downstairs. Home plate umpire tonight, C.B. Buckner.
You know, if you're a home plate umpire too, Patrick, you're excited about this. I mean, both pitchers can bring a fastball close to 100 miles an hour on a consistent basis. So you got to be excited as a home plate umpire.
It's the main event. And that one is in there. On the sweeper. Ohtani calls his own pitches with PitchCom on his left bicep.
He runs that sinker on the hands now. Now that sets him up. He can go with a sweeper away, can even drop that splitter. So many options for Shohei, especially when he gets to 2 strikes. But generally, it's going to be something of the non-fastball variety.
Well, definitely spinning that wheel. 3 different pitches in this at-bat to Davis. Chopper back to Ohtani. A nice play. Oh, a wide throw, and that's going to be an error on Ohtani. Surprising. So good defensively. Made the play. Davis all the way to second base.
Boy, you don't see that ever with Shohei, one of the best fielding pitchers we've seen in a long, long time. And you can see by the way he threw that baseball, he threw it across his body. He had that front shoulder open up. And that throw gets away from him. Doesn't happen often for Shohei.
That's just an extra batter, an extra out. All that adds up. Speed on the bases. Davis made an incredible catch last night in center field. Here's Jorge Soler, very dangerous hitter. He's homered in 4 straight games. The only other Marlins slugger to do that was Giancarlo Stanton. He's got the Marlins record with 6 consecutive games with a homer.
It's only the 2nd career error for Shohei Ohtani. 2nd career.
Well, right now they're calling that a hit on the board.
That's not a hit. That's absolutely not a hit.
No. So we'll just quickly 1-2 to Soler. I'm not changing it in my book.
Yes, that's Shohei at his best. When there's a runner in scoring position, that next level for Shohei. Sweeper, strikeout.
Soler's been crushing lefties, not so much against righties. And that's the first out of the game.
And that's even in zone with a sweeper. Now you got to keep an eye. You might want to sneak behind him if you're Zach Neto at short too.
Luis Arraez hitting 374. Leads the league by a long shot. Fastball in there, strike 1. His average even went up from 371 to 374 after last night's game.
And our Hyundai key for the game tonight, beach weekend, the Safaris wipeout. You know that wipeout breaking ball, whether it's a sweep or slider, curveball. Wipeout pitch. Shohei a chance right here against a guy that doesn't strike out a whole lot. Fought off a pretty good splitter.
The Safaris, is that the one-hit wonder for them with the wipeout?
Oh, they know it's a great song.
It is a great tune.
Perfect for Shohei. Already with 81 strikeouts on the season for Shohei.
Rolls over to the first base, but Jared Walsh, he's going to hustle to the bag, 2 down.
Good splitter. Now you see, we mentioned that in the opening, how he threw a few more splitters the last couple of games out. 2 good ones there. Arise is going to make contact, and he got soft contact on a splitter. Great pitch by Shohei.
Brian De La Cruz is the batter, and he has certainly been heating up without a doubt. Last 13 games, hitting .429 with 8 extra base hits, 13 runs.
He's one of the hitters in this lineup that's very, very aggressive and pretty successful on the first pitch. So this is going to be an important one. 508 for 16 on the first pitch. That helps.
Wow, 99 in there for strike 1. 2 down. Jonathan Davis at third base. You still see a single up on the board.
And De La Cruz going, yeah, that's 100 miles an hour. I'm thinking I'm looking for a sweeper or something secondary.
Wow.
There it is.
So 2 strikes, but be careful with De La Cruz. 5 of his 6 homers have come with 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Wow, great play by Chad Wallach on that one. That was a little harder than his normal sweep, but that was nearly at 88 miles an hour. And to be able to get to that, that's in the left-handed batter's box. Went a little different arm angle. And what a play there by Chad Wallach.
It's a hard slider. We'll see a hard changeup from Cabrera. Well inside.
And a splitter. You almost feel a sweeper coming right now. If you're Renfroe, Trout in the outfield may be going your way.
De La Cruz going to dust himself off. Buckner going to dust off the plate. Full count, 2 down. In the early goings here at the Big A. What a night for baseball here, Gooby. Packed house.
Energy. I just love watching Shohei warm up in the outfield. And then on the mound, how many people are watching that as he's warming up.
There's one pitcher to see. This is the guy. And hitter. Only lost him. Ball 4 to De La Cruz. That's going to bring up Yuli Gurriel. He's inside.
He's backed up on him. He's got to round that slider. Yeah, a little bit off the plate. Definitely was not a strike.
Last 4 games for Gurriel. He's heated up. 11 for 17. 3 extra base hits. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch count up to 20 with that extra out.
Gurriel, some pretty decent success against Shohei. 6 for 20. That's a 300 batting average. Part of the reason why is because he can hit the ball the other way effectively.
His brother Lourdes has a 17-game hitting streak, longest in the league. Fouled back. Count's going to be 1-2.
How about that sinker, that movement at 94?
That get into the radio booth by chance? No. So Davis, who reached on the air, still called a single and an error. De La Cruz with a 2-out walk. 1-2 to Gurriel. Line into left field. That's a base hit. That's going to score a run. The Marlins on the board. It's 1-0.
Sinker got a lot of the plate again. Another good swing by Gurriel against Shohei. Now 7 for 21. That's a .333 batting average. This stayed in the middle of the plate. Should be an unearned run.
We'll have to wait and see if that gets changed. At the moment, Ohtani created the trouble with the error. Now Joey Wendell steps in. 2 on and 2 out here in the first. First pitch sent foul down the left field line into the seats. Wendell 2 for 7 in his career versus Shohei. Manager of the Marlins, Skip Schumacher, said hello to him before the game. Grew up an Angels fan. Lives 20 miles away. Lisa Nagel High School, born in Torrance. Nasty sweeper, it's 1-2.
Quite a few pitches here in the first inning for Shohei. Trying to get through this with no more damage done.
And he's able to do it right there with the strikeout. But the Marlins get one. Here come the Halos bats.
Effectively gets swing and misses with it.
He's got 2 strikeouts in the first, 1 on the sweeper, 1 on the 4-seamer.
Still go back to that game against Kansas City, that 73-inch vertical drop against Melendez for a strikeout on his curveball. That was unbelievable.
Only 3 pitchers have more strikeouts coming into tonight's action. Spencer Strider, Kevin Gausman, Mitch Keller. And Ohtani's 80 Ks entering tonight trails only Nolan Ryan and Bill Singer for the most in Angels history in their first 10 starts. 27 pitches for Ohtani in the first. Charged with an error. On a comebacker by Davis. That run came in to score on a base hit by Yuli Gurriel. John Birdie took a hit away from Trout again. Leads off the second. Degree of difficulty, the stab he made last night on the rocket off Trout's bat at 114, or the one he made tonight?
I think this play was harder because he left this. I mean, it was on the dive and had to get up quickly at third base and make a long throw to get Trout.
There's a strikeout on 3 pitches. So good morning, good afternoon, good night.
You know you have to be quick on that. You get up, bounce up quickly, make a strong throw. Shohei drops that wrist down to create that horizontal break on the sweeper to get a strikeout. So 3 strikeouts so far for Shohei.
Catcher now Jacob Stallings. Entering tonight, 149 batting average.
Wow, we had a good view of how much that pitch broke there. Wow. Yeah. Looked like it started towards the inner part of the plate and broke off the outside corner.
Guarantee I would have swung at it. 2-0. Certainly could use a quick ending here after the 27 pitch first. But it's 3-0. Yep. That first sweeper, Gooby, I was going to guess about a foot of run. It was 16 inches of run. Back in the count. Catches the corner with the fastball. It's amazing how he could just take off, 4 or 5 miles per hour and spot that at 94. 3-2.
Be able to throw a 3-2, a 3-1 sweeper in there like that after just painting an outside corner with a sinker at 93.
Oh, but but he lost him. The sweeper misses inside. Ball 4. That's the second walk for Ohtani.
Second time he's had a 3-2 count and had a sweeper back up on him for a walk. One to De La Cruz in there at the Stallings.
He's determined to throw it until he has complete command. It's usually that second time through the order for Ohtani, which has been the, for some reason, a struggle for him. First and third, he's been very good. Xavier Edwards now, the number 9 hitter and center fielder.
Joey looking back at his landing spot there.
By the way, that hit has been taken off the board from Jonathan Davis. Somebody must have gone in there and just said the right thing. And now a 2-base error and an unearned run, more importantly. Just took a look.
Again, you got to minimize those base runners, especially those gift base runners for Shohei. Last time out had 3 walks. Did have 9 strikeouts. It's that cutter at 92. Feels like at times when I see his cutter now, he had 3 strikeouts with last time. It's almost as if it was his old slider, that break he had. Shohei wanted that pitch, but it was a little bit off the corner.
Certainly could use a ground ball right here. Pitcher's best friend, perhaps. Going to miss, 3-2.
Nasty cutter.
So we've seen him try the sweeper a couple of times, 3-2, lose the hitter with a walk, but it's backed up on him. What does he try?
This cutter is a good field so far against the lefty here.
That's hit well, nice play. Walsh steps on first. We could get that double play. Got it. Pitcher's best friend, perhaps unconventional, but you see the defense that Walsh provides right there. Top of the Marlins batting order, and check this out. Like the first time through, opponent OPS, Ohtani excellent. Ranks first in baseball. Second time through, he ranks 68th at a 978 OPS, and then third time through, he's first. Now, how do you explain that?
Well, part of it is, because he throws all his pitches that first time through, and it's very effective. But the second time through, the hitters have seen every one of his pitches. So that's when you think, okay, this is when the creative self of Shohei Ohtani comes into play here, that second time through. Now you got to make that adjustment and not allow them to have a feeling they're going to get a pitch in a certain point of this count.
So here's Jonathan Davis, who reached on a rare error, as you pointed out, only the second career error for Ohtani. Comebacker and a wide throw that Walsh couldn't handle. Davis came around to score. Initially, that was ruled a hit, but it was correctly changed to a 2-base error and an unearned run.
Bottom line is Gio Urshela ties it up now. It's showtime here for Shohei to be able to put up a 0 here to get the offense back to swinging.
Popped up sky high. Neto is just going to hang out for about 6 seconds, and he has it, 1 down. Somewhere Ray Guy is smiling. Going to bring up Jorge Soler. Struck out first time up. It's worth repeating, 11 homers in the month of May, and he's homered in 4 straight games.
Remember, he struck him out on a sweeper that got a little of the plate last time. See what adjustment Shohei makes here now.
Just a bit outside.
It's a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. That's twice in this inning he's overthrown a sinker.
In there to the World Series MVP. Dealt with some injuries last year, but healthy and in full beast mode. Okay, Kia player profile. 2 strikes. Highest non-fastball use with 2 strikes among AL starters, Sandoval and Ohtani. on the first page of the leaderboard. Oh my goodness, that is nasty. Non-fastball right there on cue.
And he threw two pretty good sinkers in that sequence, and also to finish off, that's twice now he's finished them off with sweepers. But it all set up because he threw the sinker at 95, starts off the plate, brings it back to the outside corner. So now you're going to get a hitter to swing at that sweeper as it starts on the outside corner and breaks towards a ball.
Here's Luis Ariz.
I like the fact he's using his fastball here tonight between his four-seam and two-seamer, the sinker. And we got him to ground out on a splitter. He threw a splitter there at 92.
So we're back to 2 strikes. And we see the non-fastball usage. See Sandoval tomorrow. What does the creative one have in store for the league's hottest hitter in Ariz?
I like that pitch. I was guessing along right with him because he's looking, he's tracking down. He makes contact. Very lucky to make contact at 99 there, upstairs. It was the right decision. Splitter down, and then a fastball four-seamer at 99 upstairs. That's how good he is as far as making contact, though.
That is.
Everyone else misses that.
It's an easy 99.
Go back to that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. He tracked low, thinking he was going to get a splitter, but he barely was able to make contact on that one. And he always had a little smile on his face, too, as we are up in the booth, how he made contact on that one.
Back to Ohtani. He's just going to run it over to the bag. That is hysterical. And when we come back, that pitcher is due up third. It's showtime. Ready to pitch.
Yeah, you know you're special and incredible when you have a couple different rules for you in Major League Baseball.
I find it interesting when he takes his warm-up pitches. I would say he throws it about anywhere from 30 to 50% effort.
I mean, it's just to get feel the incline of the mound. That's all he feels he needs. His laser focus as soon as that batter steps in is amazing.
He threw 27 pitches in the first and 27 pitches in the next 2 innings combined. So he's getting locked in. It's Brian De La Cruz who walked back in the first inning. Very dangerous hitter for Miami. Late on the fastball. Four-hit night for De La Cruz last night, including a home run.
That's nasty. So four-seam fastball, that sweeper on the outside corner. Sweeper so far at 36%, four-seamer at 31%, and sinker. So you're talking about right now at 47% fastball usage.
Out towards right field. Renfroe is there.
Let's take a look at our play sets presented by Frontier. Different pitches for Shohei Ohtani as far as last time out. Four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. That cutter, that backdoor cutter at about 87 miles per hour. Then the sweeper at 84.5 miles per hour. So 3 different pitches, 3 different spots. Very difficult for any hitter to time that up. I love the fact he used that cutter a little bit more and made his sweeper that much better. And I like the fact he's using his fastball a lot more.
0-1 now to Gurriel. And an RBI in the first, and that is just foul.
You see right now as far as what he's been doing as far as that cutter and four-seamer and how much more and the difference in the speeds of those pitches. You got the sweeper at 83.5, the cutter it's about 90, four-seamer at 97, and the spin on that, but also the average break on the cutter as compared to the sweeper. So it gives the hitter a different look and difficult to be able to track when you have a break that much between a sweeper and a cutter. Four-seamer with that action he got, he can paint that on both sides of the plate.
It's coming
He
off
does that cutter right in between. That's a perfect pitch to offset that for hitters to sit on a sweeper because he's thrown a lot of them for a while. Last 2 starts, he's made the adjustment.
Well, he was giving up the long ball. He ran into a little bit of some trouble, and he makes the adjustment. The last outing against Minnesota with the 9 punches in the 6, the only 1 earned run.
Feels like a time for maybe to throw that fastball to punch him out here.
Swing and a miss. He got him on the fastball. You called it. And Ohtani made you look good once again.
I mean, when you throw 97 miles an hour, you can elevate it, just ride it up the elevator to be able to get a strikeout after you have a guy tracking sweepers. Who's had success against you. That's a perfect pitch to throw.
He's really starting to lock it in. Here's Joey Wendell. No chance on that sweeper. Wendell struck out in the first. 5 strikeouts for Shohei.
He's throwing his splitter a lot harder today. 92-93.
You think we'll see a curveball tonight?
I'm looking forward to one of those. Especially it'll be to a left-handed batter.
Ground ball. Oh, what a diving play. Can Ohtani get there in time? No. Safe at first. Jared Walsh, a tremendous play.
And Shohei saying right there that Jared Walsh was his fault because he became a spectator on that one.
You're right. You're right.
That was an excellent play. We talk about that defense, how much of a difference he's made. Wendell runs well. But what a play that was. Shohei a little bit late getting to the bag. You see he was able to get his foot down. The reason why Wendell's in the lineup, even though the batting average not there this season, he's hit Shohei pretty well. If anybody's hit him pretty well, he's now 3 for 9.
That was only a slight hesitation by Ohtani, but he couldn't beat him to the bag. But otherwise, I got my money on Shohei to beat him. So 2-out infield single brings up John Birdie. And he takes ball 1. He's made 2 outstanding defensive plays tonight. And Schumacher, as you can see, could put him anywhere defensively. Second, short, third, left, or center. 20-plus career starts at 5 different positions.
I mean, if you're a hitter and you're facing somebody like Shohei Ohtani, you're so focused in that at bat. Yes, they know he's got excellent stuff, but it's an opportunity to face an all-timer already in Shohei, so their focus is there.
To the breaking ball, it's 2-2. That's in there, got him. Ohtani with a beautiful painted fastball to strike out Birdie.
3 for the four-seamer, 3 with the sweeper.
And Stallings doesn't want to waste any time with seeing any sweepers. First pitch, and it just goes into the seats. I think viewership, Gooby, just went up on this baseball game down in Miami. Certainly after what just happened between the Heat and the Celtics. I mean, if their TVs are still in one piece, that is, after the Celtics with a buzzer beater to force a game 7 on Monday night
in Boston.
Will they be the first team to ever come back from 3-0 in NBA history? Another one fouled away.
I really like Shohei using his fastball here tonight. The movement, spotting his fastball. He's thrown 2 fastballs so far.
Oh, just foul, or was there a timeout call?
Everyone's asking for a time. Look at this baseball. Wow, that's about as close as it could be.
Foul ball. Yep, Siegel was on it.
Thinking they were going to get a little bit of chalk on that one, but no. Now you might see the sweeper.
That's going out towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit for Stallings on an 0-2 pitch. So that is just the third hit of the night. And it's rare because if you look at the lowest opponent batting average, first 10 starts of a season in Angels history, Ohtani number 1 at 142. Opponent batting average. That's by a healthy mark.
That's one of the ones too. It just got a little bit more of the plate as sweeper. We talked about that a few times where a sweeper, even though it was a pretty good separation, the speeds of his fastball and a sweeper, that was on the corner. You want to get that a little bit off the plate to get a chase. Stallings on base twice today with a walk and a hit coming in as 149 batting average. But as a catcher, though, catchers just know pitchers well. It doesn't really matter what your batting average is. You're guessing along with a pitcher, and he guessed right.
Seen Maldonado put a hurting on the Angels for sure. It's a soft little ground ball. It's going to be a tough play. A scoop with the glove, safe. Drury tried, really the only thing he could have done is to try to scoop it over to Walsh. And Edwards beats it out. Infield single, fourth hit of the game against Ohtani.
And towards the end of the bat, and the only one really that can actually get to that baseball, have a shot, would be Shohei, but a little bit of a hesitation. There's no way you're going to get to that normally, but he's the only one.
So trouble here, nobody out, 2 on. Top of the order, Jonathan Davis is the batter. Angels expecting a bunt as both Walsh and Urshela in on the grass.
Could happen often for Shohei, but that's just the second 0-2 hit he's allowed this season.
That's plagued the Angels pitchers all season. The most hits allowed, 0-2. Angels pitchers most in baseball, 39th 0-2 hit allowed. Doesn't happen to this man very much. He's behind Davis, however, 2-0. There's a ground ball. There's one. Over to first in time. Double play, 6-4-3.
Huge for Shohei Ohtani, getting some ground ball action here this season. This is just under 48% coming into the game. That's the 8th double play turn behind him. Make that 9 now this season with 2 tonight. It's a big double play ball. Stallings tried to screen him on that one. It is hockey playoff season.
Davis just beat that into the ground and hopelessly dive it head first. So now it's Soler. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So look, a bad intention. Stallings at third.
That was a dangerous one there.
Yeah.
This is where Shohei's got to go to that next level we're so accustomed to seeing with Shohei.
Ohtani's allowed 8 home runs, a lot of them on that sweeper. This man has the most homers of the month of May in the bigs, 11. 101. Misses inside.
Another 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Shohei.
Want to be careful here on this 3-1. Maybe pitch around the big man there. Or was he going after him? Does he have Luis Arraez now, the batter with 2 outs, runners at corners?
I think the bottom line is he was trying to get him to chase above the strike zone, knowing it's an RBI situation. A guy who's been very, very effective in those spots to try to get him overly aggressive and chase, and he didn't go after it. Now he's got the toughest guy to strike out coming into play. The guy is going to make contact here. You just hope he makes contact at a fielder out there for Shohei.
Yes, he did. Rise doesn't think so. Want to be careful. Ohtani with 9 wild pitches on the season. That's most in the bigs. So Chad Wallach, big responsibility. Man, Ohtani just rearing back right now and firing.
99 for Shohei.
He's all about that heater right now, Gooby. Hit pretty well. That's going to be a base hit. An RBI single for Luis Ariz. 2-1 Miami.
Another pitch, 0-2, that got too much to the plate. And one guy that's so difficult to strike out. It's a splitter, but the plate, and he makes contact. He doesn't create a lot of exit velocity on his hits, but he's making contact. That was just a little over 79 miles per hour exit velocity, so it wasn't squared up, but he made contact.
Gave his bench the Dikembe Mutombo there. Good piece of hitting. Still trouble, 2 on, 2 out, and it's De La Cruz. 4 hits a night ago. So Miami takes the lead here, top of the 5th. Ohtani at 88 pitches. So it was the catcher that leads off this inning, as you mentioned, hitting $149 with a 2-strike single.
2 of them.
Yep, 0-2, and another 0-2 single. The 40th 0-2 hit allowed by the Angels this year.
Got a break on that one. That was off the inside corner. This is a big batter here for Shohei and the Angels. The offense hasn't been kicking in gear lately. And the way Cabrera's throwing, you got to keep this as a 1-run deficit.
Pitch timer reset at 20. 2 on, 2 out. And a 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. That is big. De La Cruz strikes out. 1 run comes in for Miami, but limiting the damage right there. It's a 1-run game. 2-1. Miami with the lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on a Saturday night. Well, last half, Rise, a great defensive play. Last couple of innings, Angels have gotten the leadoff guy aboard, unable to get him in. Shohei back out there for the 6th. 2-1 game. He'll face Willie Gurriel. Yep, you can tell it's Gurriel. Some boos raining down.
Trying to finish strong here. More likely, a good shot. This could be his final inning of the night for Shohei.
Taking a little bit off, and he saw a cutter at 84 and the sweeper at 80. But ahead 0-2.
Foul right back and hit Gurriel off the ground. A splitter. He rode a high fastball against him last time up for a strikeout.
That's well off the plate.
He almost got in to chase that pitch, and that is about as far off the plate as you could possibly throw one.
I don't even know if that would make that nice little graphic we have with the strike zone. Wouldn't even be in the picture. The 1-2. And he chased that time.
That's
got him on the sweeper.
That was pretty far out of the strike zone also.
Lowest home ERA, Gooby says 1920. Oh, there's another look.
That never was even started in the strike zone.
Never did.
I think that strikeout on that high fastball, the previous at bat, set that up.
So that brings up Joey Wendell. Fouled away. So the lowest home ERA is 1920. The late great Jose Fernandez leads the way in minimum 30 starts at a 149. Then there's Shohei, 208. DeGrom and Kershaw. What a list. Wow.
149 for Jose Fernandez. What an incredible pitcher he was.
Talk about that power change. He was just fantastic. Left us too soon, that is for sure. 8 strikeouts now for Shohei. One and two. And he looks really sharp this 6th. Next pitch is 100. Batter timeout. We set that pitch clock to 15. That's another strikeout. That's 9 Ks for Ohtani and back-to-back on his 100th pitch of the night, and it is a beauty.
Remember last game out against the Twins in the 6th inning, he struck out the side. His last inning in the 6th inning. Struck out the first 2 here in the 6th inning tonight.
So he matches his last game against Minnesota with 9 strikeouts. Looking to do one better. He has double digits in Ks in 3 games this year. And as you mentioned, you would presume this would be it for Shohei on the mound. Little flare. Going back is Drury, and it finds a hole for a base hit. 2-out knock. And Birdie's aboard. And Flair had eyes. Will bring up catcher Jacob Stallings.
Right towards the handle of the bat. This is definitely, especially with 2 outs, this is an opportunity. He might try to steal a bag here.
Seven stolen bases on the year for the speedy birdie. Ohtani's yet to retire Stallings. He's walked and singled and scored a run. Yes, he did. There's John Jay, a former Angel, 5 games. He's the first base coach and also a tremendous Cardinal. He's a teammate with Schumacher, winning the World Series in 2011.
Had a really, really good career.
That's why it's important to build relationships in your career along the way. Strike 2. These Halo fans show their support for Shohei Ohtani. The 1-2.
Try to get away after that one. So Seth warming up. More than likely see him in the 7th.
Perfect spot for Silseth. Shohei thought he had that one, but missed inside.
That was off the plate inside. Buckner's been pretty consistent.
You're right. I agree. Okay, we're looking for a punch out right here. Like one of those punch out signs. I'll be right back. I'll just make my own.
You could do it, Patrick.
And a swing and a miss. He's got 10 strikeouts on the night. What a performance. 6 innings. You wanted a punch out, and you got it.